Hey guys, my name is Jess, and in this video I'm going to be explaining to you why it's called 44. Quite a few people have asked me, why did you name your page 44? It's very random, it doesn't really say much about what the page is, and so I decided to make a video on it, just explaining to you why it is called 44. So in 2016, I was going through a stage where I felt a lot more confident about myself. I really had hit a moment in my life where I felt like I could express myself. I was making a lot more videos. I just was putting myself out there a lot more. And this was the first year of university. And so I was posting these videos on my personal page. And then one of my friends said to me, why don't you start a Facebook page? Because in that respect, I would be able to reach people who weren't just in my direct circle of friends. I would get to meet other people and my messages could reach different people who I'd never heard of. So I decided, okay, that's quite a good idea. And obviously when you're starting a page, you have to come up with a name. We can't just leave it as unknown title. I had to call it something. Except this was all so very spontaneous. I had never even thought about starting a page. It wasn't like I was sitting for 20 years thinking, oh, like, what should I call it? Or I want to start a Facebook page. It was very last second. And I am kind of one of those people who, if I get an idea, I tend to jump on it and do it, as opposed to thinking, okay, I'll do it in 6 months' time. The day that she asked me to start a Facebook page was the day that I started it. So I was busy thinking of different names, obviously the normal ones, quotes.com, inspirational page, and all of those different types of names, or something like that. I was thinking about that. And then an idea that came to my mind was 44. And the reason why I was contemplating it was during that time, I kept seeing 44s everywhere. And it wasn't a coincidental thing, oh yeah, you just happened to see 44. No, like I really did see it everywhere. Example, if I was making something in the microwave and I randomly pressed stop, it would be on 44 seconds. If I picked up my phone, it would pretty much always be 8:44, 9:44, 10:44, etc. Again, if I picked up my phone, it would always have 44% as the battery. If someone sent me a voice note, it would be 1 minute 44 seconds. I also remember the one time I had a lecture and we got an email and it was like, your lecture is in room 44. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing 44s everywhere. It was the craziest thing. So because of that, I thought that's actually a really interesting name. I think I should call it that. But then sometimes when my intuition says you should call it 44, I had a really good feeling about 44. But my intuition was saying that. But then I was also thinking, that's weird. No one else has called their inspirational pages 44. All of their pages are inspirational.com, quote.com. It's 44 is very outlandish. And because of that, I didn't just go along with that immediately. I said, okay, let me meditate. And maybe while I'm meditating, I'll think of another name. I hope that, because people say that when you meditate, sometimes you get messages and it's your subconscious talking to you. So I thought, okay, let me do this. And then I meditated. I don't know how long I meditated for. And then I still didn't have a name. 44 was pretty much the top of the list. And then as I picked up my phone, it read 8:44. And then I was like, okay, it's 44. I don't care if people think that's weird. Like, it really, I mean, what are the chances? It could have been 8:45, it could have been 8:43. Why was it 8:44? And yeah, so that's the reason why it's called 44. So there is this thing called numerology, and that means that it's like the study of numbers, and people believe that numbers have a particular meaning. So example, if you see, well, one that's quite a popular one is 1111. So that has a particular meaning to it. And then there's normally when numbers are repeated, so when you have 44 or like 33, 22, 999, those numbers have meaning. So I did find a meaning this morning actually. I was busy scrolling through Google trying to find a meaning of 44 that resonated with me. And my favorite one was on this website called numerologysign.com, and the author is Jessica I don't know how to pronounce her surname, Sways. And it says here, 44. Start recognizing how far you have come and how much more you are capable of. You have the strength to overcome your insecurities and fears. When you start seeing the angel number 44, it is a call to start looking at your perception of yourself. You probably still see yourself as you were in the past and do not appreciate how much your experiences have caused you to grow and change. The number 44 calls on you to start recognizing how far you have come and how much more you are capable of. The 44 angel number tells you that you have the strength to overcome your insecurities and fears. It also reassures you that once you remove these blockages, good things will start happening quickly. So I found that quite interesting because I feel like I do tend to see 44s when I'm wanting to step into something new, or when I'm wanting to embrace change, or because I do go through stages where, like in the past, as I said, I'd seen 44s, and then sometimes I won't see them, and then every now and again I'll see a lot of 44s all at once. So example, right at this moment, on this day, I've been seeing a lot of 44s, and it's interesting to me because I think sometimes when you want, well for me, when I want to start something new, there are doubts and insecurities, and you know, like those little doubts come up. You can be really excited about something, and then like your old self can still pop up, or you'll be like, what are other people thinking? Or and I think, well, now that I'm actually reading this, it's really interesting to me, because that is maybe just a sign that I need to trust my intuition and just step into the new world and stop letting myself be held back by my insecurities, basically, because at the end of the day, I have the potential to do something really great, and that's going to be very unfortunate if I decide not to do it because of these random doubts and insecurities. So yeah, it's really interesting reading that now. But before I read that, my perception of 44, I kind of gave it my own meaning. It's just, for me, it's a really positive sign. I feel like when I see 44, it's saying, yes, you're on the right path, and this is the right decision to make. It's become something of a comfort. So yes, that's the story of 44. If you enjoyed this video and would like to subscribe to my channel, please press subscribe at the bottom of the video. There's also a little bell next to it, and if you press that bell, it will give you notifications every time I post a video. And then if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button down there. Yes, but have an incredible day, and thank you for watching. Bye guys!